Islamic banking unit, OCBC Al-Amin, may be a new kid on the block, just 3 years in the Islamic finance business, but it has big plans. It wants to roll out new products for retail and corporate clients to tap demand for Sharia-compliant financing more aggressively. Here is the CEO with his take on what he thinks is the next big thing.
OCBC Al-Amin, though it has been around for the last 3 years, but OCBC itself has been in Islamic banking for the last 14-15 years. So we have developed a good foundation in Islamic banking during that period. And I think for the next few more years, I think we're looking at really building the momentum that we already set for the last 3 years across the board, which means that we will continue to be involved in the retail banking business in Malaysia, as well as on the wholesale banking business, not only in Malaysia but also in the region itself.
Where in the region? Because a lot of the people in the business are looking at new markets, the likes of Turkey, for instance.
We always believe that we want to really expand in the market that we already have a strong presence in, and that is in this Southeast Asian market. The market that we are excited about at the moment will be the countries like Indonesia, where you have a large Muslim population, and that will be a natural demand for the Islamic banking product, especially on the retail space of the Islamic banking.
What kind of growth are you anticipating in a market like Indonesia?
Well, it's very hard to predict at this point in time because we are in the middle of the global market uncertainties for the next 1 year. But I think with the development of several new products in the various markets in the region, I think the transaction will be very much on an opportunistic basis, where in Indonesia we're looking at developing further the mortgage, Islamic mortgage business, as well as a few more retail products, whereas in the other market like Singapore, as well as Malaysia, Brunei, we are looking at the investment banking as well as the treasury products for the growth of Islamic banking in the region.
There is still no consensus in the Islamic banking world. There's divergence, legislation, there are issues relating to tax. The different players are at different stages of Islamic finance maturity. How do you maximize cross-border opportunities in such an environment?
Well, I think if we look at the development of Islamic banking for the last decades, though there has not been a full convergence as far as the interpretation, as far as the tax and legislation is concerned. But I think a lot of effort has been done for the last few decades to close the gap, though it may not be on a holistic manner or it may not be a full convergence. But I think there are effort that has been done that have bear fruits, which means that there are countries who have not embraced Islamic banking before, are now embracing it, and they have made some changes to the legislation, such as Indonesia, Singapore. Malaysia, of course, started this way back before. But I think for as long as the demand for the Islamic banking continue to grow and the awareness of the Islamic banking will continue to be further spread out, I believe that there will be more convergence of all these issues going forward. You may not get 100% convergence, but at least the gap will be much closer.
Mr. Syed, when you talk about competition, you have to talk about the expected licenses to be issued for world-class Islamic banks and takaful operators. What really will differentiate the winners from the others?
I think the scale of the operations of the bank itself needs to be there. What we have seen so far is that the players, not only in the Southeast Asian region but also in the Middle East, which is the platform for the main players in the Islamic banking industry, are very much fragmented. There are small ones and there are big ones, but I think going forward, as the industry develop further, and as the industry will go through some challenges going forward, in terms of the market environment, then I would say that the scale really play a very important part in making sure that that the players are really successful in the industry.